I'm controlling the Volca sample with the RK-2. First I'll tap in a tempo indicator on the Volca sample. Increase the tempo a bit. I'll show you the basic settings of the RK-2 on the settings page. The Minilogue is connected to the computer and its MIDI port is available under this drop-down. Select it so the configuration messages are sent to the correct port. Standard configuration is set to receive messages on MIDI channel 1. The sample control is set to C3. The chromatic play is set to C4. The parameter channel is set to last key played. I'll get to that later. Since the Volca sample has its sample controllers on some unconventional numbers, we decided to remap 3 parameters to more common controllers you can use on most keyboards: pitch wheel, modulation wheel, and velocity. Standard setting is the pitch wheel set to sample speed. You can use any other of the Volca's parameters to be controlled. You can see them in the drop-down. Modulation wheel is mapped to sample filter. Again, you can map any other parameter to this controller. Lastly, the key velocity is mapped to sample level, now enabling you to play the samples with velocity. Now I'm setting the sequencer speed to an 1/8 note, doubling the length of the sequence. And tap in some other sounds. Now I'll tell you about the last key played thing. When I select a sample on the sample control keys, this will be the channel to be manipulated by the chromatic part of the keyboard. This can be handy in some situations. However, when you use a sequencer, you'll probably don't want that if you have, for example, a chord sound to accompany your drums. You can fix this by setting a fixed sample channel to the parameter control drop-down. Now you'll notice selecting another sample will not change the sample under chromatic control. I can tab in a chord sequence in the 1/8 note divided sequencer of the Minilogue. And add a 16th step filler to the Volca's internal sequencer, making it sound like you have a 32-step sequence running. And maybe change the sound on the Minilogue to something wobbly. Happy sequencing.